Welcome to my new space, my new setup. I have my new desk. Everything's really exciting. Still figuring out how I'm going to configure it, so you'll learn more about that later in this video. I'm actually just about to take everything off the desk and figure out a plan that will actually work long term. But before I get into the actual meat of this video, I want to show you the exact desk that I have. So let's hop on over to the computer and I'll show you the configuration. First and foremost, shout out to UPLIFT for hooking me up with this desk. I'm forever grateful. I got the V2 L-shaped standing desk, and it is the 1-inch thick carbonized bamboo rectangular top. And this is the dimensions of it right here. And the frame is just the black version 2 frame, which, I think black just works the best with the bamboo. And the return side is on the right. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. What's up, man? I'm so sick of all of these cute candy games. I want my games to be epic. And that's why I love Raid. What I like about it is that you don't even have to play just on your phone. You could even play on your freaking desktop. And to make the game even more exciting, they just started season 1 of their battle pass. You can add me by my username swashin, and if you're fast enough, you can join my clan and we could take over together. Check out the champions I have right now. And my favorite is actually Galek. He's an absolute badass and is the reason I constantly kick ass. Do yourself a favor, go to the video description, click on the special links, and if you are a new player, you will get 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 1 energy refill, and 1 free champion, the Executioner. I mean, look at this guy, an absolute psychopath. You only have 30 days to do this though, so act fast. Once you do, just check out your inbox up here at the top right and claim your rewards. Thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. As far as grommets, I do have 1 wire grommet and 1 power grommet. The keypad is actually the advanced comfort keypad, and so I can actually program it to remember, position 1 is my standing, position 2 is my sitting, so on and so forth. What's cool is when you buy from them, you do get promotional items. So for me, I do have the standing desk mat, and then they also sent over the Bamboo Motion X board, and they also sent over, yes, I'm dead serious, a hammock. Not a foot hammock, a legitimate hammock. Like me in the hammock under the desk. Stay tuned for the next video where I will actually be testing this out and hopefully not completely destroying the desk. Another promotional item they actually offer is a desk organizer set, and they did send over the bamboo version, which we'll check out in another video. They do offer tons of different wire management kits. I actually reviewed one like 5 years ago. Of course, they have tons and tons of different accessories like the 8-outlet mountable surge protector, which I do have attached to this desk. And it's actually awesome because it mounts directly to the version 2 frame. Another thing I got was the desk extension. So what's cool about this is it goes directly into the frame, and it could support up to 60 pounds with the U brackets, and you can pop your computer right on top of it. So that's actually what I'm doing, and you'll learn more about that later. They also have a CPU holder, monitor arms, laptop mount, keyboard trays, all the fun stuff that you could imagine is definitely available here. The only thing I did not get my hands on would be the different stools and chairs. So hopefully at a later date, I will be able to check out different standing desk chair solutions. But with that said, that's it for my desk. What you're seeing here in the picture is basically what I have. So with that covered, I have some bad news. I had a ton of footage from actually moving from the old place to here and then opening and assembling this desk. Now, the good thing is I still have some footage of the process, but very minimal. One of the SD cards failed. So as you can see, there are tons and tons of boxes. Plus I have all sorts of accessories that the fine people at UPLIFT sent over that I'll be checking out in a later video, as well as a full review of the actual desk once I've been able to use it for an extended period of time. As far as some of the things I said in the footage I no longer have, the desk is extremely heavy. It's legit. The tabletop is thick with 2 C's, so you're getting some premium. And yeah, just the whole process was pretty straightforward. It's a little time consuming, but for the most part, you're building a big ass sit-stand desk. You're not just putting together legs on a top. It's a little bit more of a developed process. Without wasting too much time though, I'm just gonna jump to the first clip that I have. So let's go. All right, so since I'm just about done assembling the desk, I wanted to just take a quick chance to show you underneath before I start piling stuff on top. So let's go under. So first and foremost, this right here, it's kind of hard for me to show you, is the power strip. And what's cool about this is it does have multiple ways to be installed. So I chose to utilize the version 2 frame and actually just screw it onto here. And I mean, this thing is going absolutely nowhere. And so I have quite a few things I could plug in here. I have a power grommet that's going to go into one of them. So this way, all my cables are up here. It'll just make cable management a little bit easier. And I'm just really excited about that. This is how you actually power the legs. So that comes from this leg, and they all meet here into the control box. So I haven't finished plugging that in because of course I need to finish attaching the other side. Once I do get it set up, I will show off the keypad a little bit more because I have the advanced comfort one, but this is what the shorter side of the desk, the return side of the desk, looks like. One thing I really like is the fact that they include these brackets so that both tabletops will be level when they are put together. You might think this is a common sense step, but believe it or not, the previous L desk that I put together that was sit stand did not have these, and so the result is a tabletop that has a height difference. One side's dipping, the other is up, and they just, even though they'll go up and down together, they're definitely not connected. Another interesting thing to note is that they have two of these really long legs that you can kind of see here, but they also have a pillar. So this is pretty interesting because depending on how you'll be sitting at this desk, if you want to not have one of these bottoms, these long flat legs kind of get in your way, you can just swap it out with this. So if I wanted to, I could put my two long ones on here, and then over here, I could just put the pillar. So if I'm working on the side, return a lot, then that's what I would choose. But I just thought that was nice that you have the option if you want so that the leg doesn't get in the way. Oh yeah, look at that bamboo. This desk just looks so good. I was worried that it may not be the perfect color for this room. I thought maybe it would be a little bit lighter, but it ended up looking absolutely awesome. And with the black frame, just really, really works. It complements it really well. So definitely not gonna waste any more time. I need someone to help me hold this so that I can screw it back together, connect the railings, and then basically tighten it, and we're good to go. All right, finally, it's time. We've made it to step number 32. And step number 32 tells you that you need to sync all of the different legs to each other. And to do that, we're gonna hold down on this. And there we go. We can now bring it to our desired height. Nice and clean. There we are, 50.9 seems to be our max height. Almost tripped and died. We're good though, I'm not dead. So here it is. That is pretty damn high. I'm about 4'3". No, I'm just kidding, I'm 5'11", but here we are underneath the desk. So they include these little zip tie adhesive sort of things to clean up all the wires. You've probably seen them a million times. That's how you get everything to look so neat under here. I'm probably gonna add one more over here, but you can see all the legs are installed. Everything's set up, and then that's the power strip. Here's the long cable for the desk. All stuff I will work on making look nicer later. But I gotta say, this is pretty sweet. I'll talk more about this later, but I can actually set preset heights, which is pretty nice. I'll need to wait until I get my setup configured so I know what I prefer. But I definitely can see myself just standing here working. But anyways, let's kind of get everything else configured. One of the add-ons I got was the desk extension, which you could see right here. What I like about it is you could use it for a lot of different things. For me though, because it has the black neoprene rubber, I actually decided to use this, I guess if you want to call it like a tray pad, for my computer. It should fit perfectly, and what's cool is it's on there. It's like really, really on there. And even this piece right here can be added to give it some extra support, but you can see what it looks like underneath. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It's pretty close to the actual width of the tabletop itself, but hey, this is awesome because now I can technically have my PC over here, run the cables underneath, and really kind of keep the sit stand desk looking clean. With that in mind, I am kind of placing out the monitors I was using at my last setup, but again, I think I have to condense and go just 49-inch ultra wide here or something similar, and then maybe something above it, but I really want to kind of keep this whole side open. All right, so I just drilled 2 pallet holes and then screwed in the extra support, which means, you're right there, bud. I now have the PC on here. It's gonna be nice to actually see into the computer, something I haven't been able to do with my recent setup. It's definitely on there, and as a lot of you know, PCs like this aren't that light, so I'm pretty impressed. I think it says, yeah, right here it actually says the maximum weight with the U brackets installed is 60 pounds. So this has the U brackets and it also has the extra support here in the front. So, you know, it could support some front weight. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. I don't think my computer is 60 pounds, so we should be good to go. You're right there, Coop. I just realized too, this might be a bad idea because, yep, he sees the opportunity. This isn't gonna end well. This definitely isn't good because if I ever put the fan on and he decides to do this. Okay, Cooper, do realize that this is a very skinny wool. Okay, somehow you don't care. As long as your peanut-sized brain can tell you to come back this way, it should be fine. Okay, so the current issue I'm facing right now is simply this monitor arrangement is just not going to work. Also, the DisplayPort cable I have for this is only 6 feet, so it's definitely stretching. So that's the first issue with having the PC here. But yeah, my keyboard is not going to reach. So although I really, trust me, I really like this idea, I don't know if it's really going to be functional for me without, I guess, really kind of putting my setup here and then having another station. I don't know. I really want to sit over here, have my PC on the side piece, which if I was to put the side piece here, then the side panel isn't visible from here, which isn't the end of the world, but then it's just kind of like, why do I have it on display here other than the cable aspect of it? So I think for now, because I have to get this up and do work and stuff like that, I might just have the PC over here and then I'll revisit this and find a solution. But I can tell you I'm not digging this monitor setup. I think I really just want something big right here. One display, ginormous. Something tells me that's not normal for the monitor to be doing. Also, I'm kinda going crazy. So many things are just like starting to piss me off. I think it's obvious now that I really didn't plan anything out. First off, I thought this was an Ethernet jack. It's not, so for now I have this all the way over here for whatever reason. I just kind of want to go back to sleep. All right, so as far as this goes, I have a lot to figure out, and this is not the last time I'll be talking about this desk or this setup, so obviously stay tuned to this channel. As you can see, we definitely have some things to figure out here. So I got a lot on my plate right now that I need to start working through, and we'll kind of have an update here soon. Might have to move my desk from here over to here. I'm not 100% sure yet. If I keep it here though, I need to decide if this is the primary section or if I put my display here and then have the PC here. And I don't know, a lot to figure out. Definitely leave your feedback down below in the comments. But this desk, I'm so far in love with it. As far as the actual desk itself, I don't have any issues. This is perfect, the seam between the two, which is something I was definitely worried about, but look at that, perfectly level, nice and flat. So if you're moving your hand across it, you won't feel a difference. The quality of the tabletops themselves, amazing. I love the finish and stuff. So really happy. Even this accessory, the to put my PC on, really surprised actually at how sturdy it is. The keypad, everything is really, I'm actually super impressed because like I said, I had just finished building a different L sit stand desk and I was not as impressed as I am with this one. And again, we have, and this whole side of the room is a complete mess, but we have a lot more to check out, like the motion board. We're doing the power grommets, the hammock, which yes, we have a foot hammock, but we also have a full human hammock for the sit stand desk. So stay tuned for that because I will be getting into it. The bamboo desk organizer set. I have more stuff on here like the cable management and just a ton of boxes. So definitely not even remotely close to being done with the desk, let alone the entire setup. So definitely come back soon. Thank you to UPLIFT for sending this desk. I will leave a link to it down below in the description. Stay tuned for a legitimate review once I've used it for at least a month or so. But with that said, oh, just hit the camera. Let's try and do this. Let's get out of here. And by the way, look at this. You ready? Yep, same. I wrote a book. How to Get Sponsored is now out on Amazon, Apple, Kindle, Barnes & Noble, you name it, it's out. You get paperback or you get the digital version. This is the guide on how to get money, free products, attend events, all that stuff. If I could do it, you could do it. Definitely check it out. Available now. But with that said, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.